What's going on, my fellow Fetty Tatum Madoshis? Man, my Twitter, my emails, Facebook, everything exploded with you guys telling me, hey, JB, read this chapter, it's bullshit. Some people say that they're glad Laxus is still alive. I'm kind of mixed because it does seem like an ass pull, it really does. But as soon as the flashback popped up talking about dispelling magic barriers, I was like, okay, I know Laxus is about to get cured by this guy, like unintentionally cured. I mean, the Red Lightning was fucking epic. How, the generation shit, whatever. That was pretty dope. Like, Laxus looked badass, and I really hope he keeps this ability and uses it later on. But the only problem I have with this, because I guess dispelling magic barriers and it healing Laxus makes sense, or at least getting rid of the particles in him. I guess that makes sense because he was inside the circle that was being dispelled. I'm not too mad at that. It did kind of come out of nowhere, but the thing I am most confused about is, based on what we got from the last few chapters, Laxus has been suffering for a while. And even Wahl was like, damn, man, how are you still even alive? And it kind of hinted that his insides are fucked up, like melted, dissolving, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So even if the particles got taken away from his body, like if he's completely cured, how is he back, right? Because, I mean, how am I going to explain this? Even with the particles removed, that should not have, regenerated his organs. If his organs were already fucked up, unless Laxus has some OP-ass Wolverine regenerative abilities that we don't know about, how is he okay now? I mean, the chapter just came out. It ended, not Laxus is still sweating and shit, so he may not be okay. This may just have stopped him from getting worse, but if this actually healed him, to the point where he's fine, nothing else to worry about, and he just lives without ever mentioning that his organs were about to explode a second ago, ever, then I'll call bullshit. But it's kind of hard to tell. I'm glad Laxus is still alive, like I said, but I just don't see how removing something from your body can, undo the damage that's already been done to it. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Laxus's insides. Like I said, unless he has some crazy Wolverine powers, then I don't know how the fuck he's going to live anyway. Because, I mean, let's say you had a disease, right? Let's say you had a disease that causes your heart and stomach to expand and almost to the point of bursting or melt, as it seems, because it seemed like the particles was melting Laxus from the inside out. That's what I got from what Wahl said last chapter. So imagine your insides are melting. This is kind of fucked up, but just imagine. And then the disease gets taken away. The disease goes away. Somebody cures it, whatever. Some almighty Jesus miracle medicine or something. With a half melted stomach and a fucked up heart, I mean, unfortunately, you're still gonna die. I mean, okay, like I said, I'm not trying to bash this chapter. Many more people are already doing that for me. There's so many reviews of this episode or chapter, whatever, that I haven't even watched. I know it's just pure bashing it. I mean, King of Lightning would have a fucking field day with this one. But this is a very controversial chapter. I just hope Laxus, it doesn't forget the fact that Laxus was on the brink of death and that his insides are fucked up. Maybe someone comes in and helps out, heals him or whatever. Maybe Wendy with her sky magic. Maybe Cheria and Wendy help out. But if he just lives on his own right now, I will call bullshit because his insides are fucked up. And that's really the only thing that happened this chapter. Laxus was getting taunted over and over and over by Wahl. Wahl was talking like a fucking robot. I really wasn't digging Wahl's transformation. He just sounded like a fucking robot at this point. I forgot he was even human. So, when I was reading his lines, I was reading it as a fucking robot. I wasn't reading it as the badass Wahl that we saw last chapter. I don't know. I just not digging his design anymore for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, Wahl is awesome. The missiles and everything he did, and that fucking sword thing that he tried to pierce Laxus with. His abilities are badass, but I guess the fact that he analyzes people from the inside out is cool, but I don't know, man. I just kind of lost it for Wahl this this chapter for some reason. But like I said, that red lightning was awesome. I forgot what it was called, the technique that he used, but it looked amazing seeing Yuri, like an apparition version of Yuri right next to him, kind of like a father-son Kamehameha in a weird twisted way. It was dope. Like I said, this chapter was pretty cool, but I don't know about, like I said, I don't think it's bullshit that he's healed. I'll call bullshit if his insides are magically healed, if that makes any sense. But that's really all I have to say for this chapter. Not that much happened. Laxus is a motherfucking beast. I like how he didn't give up, and learning that magic from Freed. We had absolutely no hints that he was training under Freed for that. People call that an ass pull and whatnot, but I mean, hey, whatever. But tell me what you guys think about this chapter down below. I'm kind of mixed on it, but I don't know if the good outweighs the bad. Only time will tell what becomes of Laxus. Like I said, the red lightning was fucking amazing. I cannot wait to see that animated, and the music that plays when Laxus was on the brink of death and comes back. I'm pretty sure this is going to be an epic as hell scene, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of mixed right now. But tell me what you guys think down below. This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.